What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we faced all of the challenges. Now what we're going to do is rank the top 5 hardest challenges in the Destiny raids. So I just want to say this isn't my personal top 5 list. If it was my personal top 5, I'd probably change a few things up. But what it is I went out, I looked at some different forums and some polls. I polled people myself. I tried to get a good idea of what people are struggling with the most, and that's what this top 5 list is going to be. So whether you're in an LFG group, whether you're with friends, whether you're with clanmates, we face the raids and you're absolutely going to have a different type of approach and different opinion on all of these challenges. I absolutely want to hear what you believe your top 5 hardest challenges are. For me, this is what I kind of feel the general community would think or has experienced. We're going to get started with number 5 though. And number 5 is starting off as a shocker. As a shocker, I'm putting Atheon at number 5. Now I honestly think that people have Atheon ranked a little bit higher, but the reason why I put it at number 5 is it's so fast. So even if you fail, you've only wasted maybe a minute to 2 minutes at maximum. 2 minutes max. If you fail, it's going to be well under 2 minutes that you've wasted on the challenge. What you have to do is everybody on your team needs to kill an Oracle, and then you need to kill Atheon. You can do it in one round, and if you fail, it's going to be really early on. And for that reason, you're able to just crank through the Atheon challenge over and over again, even if a failure is in your cards. So because of that, I like the fact that I haven't wasted 10-15 minutes worth of time fighting Atheon only to fail at the end and then have to redo it. Because it's so quick, I'm putting this at number 5. It's pretty fun, but I can understand why in an LFG group it could be challenging because it's going to take communication. At number 4, we've got the Vault of Glass again, but this one is the Templar. So we did a video on this as well, a really easy Templar strategy, basically utilizing our year 1 tactics. It's Weapons of Light Bubble, it's Gjallarhorns, jumping around, and just heavy. What you need to do for the Templar challenge is block all of his teleports. So why is this one a little bit more difficult than Atheon? Basically it's coming down to time investment. You need heavy ammo for this fight, so if you don't have it, you have to get it up. You also need your heavy ammo synth. If you don't have it, you have to wait for a cooldown to come off. If you don't have your supers up, you can't pop your bubbles. So it's just time wasted. Yes, you can burn him down in 60 seconds or less, but if you fail, you've got to wait a little while. And if you're not doing a burn down strategy, and you're trying to fight Templar and run around a little bit, those ads can become a huge pain in the butt, especially those Minotaurs that are just coming out over and over again. So I can definitely see teams spending a significant amount of time waiting for their next Templar run, or they're waiting for cooldown and heavy ammo and supers, and it could be kind of tricky and difficult. Now if you beat this on the first try, it's going to seem really easy and trivial. So again, personal experience. At number 3, we've got Vosik. So Wrath the Machine, everybody's getting familiar with Vosik yet again. What do you have to do for this challenge mode? You have to activate all 4 of the clean rooms in this arena with the Siva charges. Because of that, this battle has to take at minimum 3 rounds. 3 full cycles to go through, and that is going to take some time. Also, because it's going to take more time, more chances for you to die, or your teammates to die, or a glitch to happen, or you throw an orb at the hinge on the clean room door and it doesn't activate. All kinds of things that could accidentally wipe this raid. That's why we're going to put this in at number 3. It seems really easy. First challenge for Wrath the Machine. Nobody really has any difficulty understanding what needs to be done, but in practice, because the ads are so deadly and the various glitches and the time invested, this one can wipe teams for quite some time, unfortunately. And then everybody gets really frustrated because everybody's like, man, this challenge is really easy to do. But yet in practice, it turns out to be just a little bit more difficult and a little bit more tricky than any of us would ever anticipate or expect. At number 2, of course, we've got Oryx. Now, if I was doing my personal opinion on what I personally feel would be, I would put Oryx at number 1. And the number 1 reason why is, if you happen to go through and get 3 cycles of Oryx done and you wipe on the last one, you've got to do it all over again, and that is some significant time investment. You could be stuck on Oryx for a long time. What you have to do for the Oryx challenge is detonate 4 orbs all at one time and basically take Oryx's health from 100% down to 0. That's the challenge. Here we go over to detonate the orbs. Whenever they're done, we're going to have to go and shoot him in the chest, but challenge is complete. But the Oryx battle can take quite a lot of time, and if you fail, you've got to go through all these stages over and over and over again, and there is no way to speed up the battle because you're basically never dealing out damage to Oryx. So because of that, we've got to put this at number 2, but if I was making my personal list on top 5, I would put Oryx at number 1 because, man, you can be stuck here forever, and oh man, you can get really salty at teammates because one little fail and it is basically a wipe at any stage. So Oryx at number 2, and what about number 1? Who is number 1? Well, yeah, it's gonna be Aksis. So what's really funny is in Wrath, we end up wiping more on Vosik than we do on Aksis. We have had some pretty nice success on Aksis, and the reason why is we're playing in a clan, we're playing together, we've played together before. If you have good communication, the Aksis battle really isn't going to be tricky. But I'm looking at this through the LFG groups, or the people who don't raid together all the time, and because of that, if you don't have good communication, this battle could be an absolute nightmare. From just starting with the captains to the servitors, all the way up to the empowerment plates to the stuns, and then the damage, this battle could be a nightmare for people who just don't raid together all the time, and for that, we have to put this at number 1. Now what's nice is you're not forced into rounds on Aksis. You can outdamage him, unlike Vosik or Oryx. You can outdamage Aksis, which means that in basically 2 runs, you could get him down, because everybody's using the Dark Drinker or the rocket launchers, and that's plenty of damage to easily kill Aksis. That's the saving grace. But trust me, I understand you groups of LFG players, I understand you groups of players that do not play together all the time. This battle could really be tricky on you. I can feel your pain. I can understand your pain. But I want to know, again, your personal top 5. This is my guess at a top 5 for the community. Like I said, my personal top 5 might be just a little bit different from my personal experiences. I want to hear your personal experiences. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your challenges, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #Who's number 1?